Hey guys, what's up today? And welcome to part 2 of War for the Valley. But this valley is special to the clones because it has something not many other valleys do: a clone memorial. This strikes pretty close to home for the clones, so they are willing to protect this valley at all costs. And as you saw in the last battle, the valley entrance was subdued by these overwhelming Separatist forces, but Separatist forces will not have the help of any vehicles today because of the rough terrain. So they can only send foot soldiers in, which may play to the clones' advantage, if you will. Because the clones, and here's real quick 3 squads led by commander droids. The clones have a tank. As you can see back there, it's the same model and type of the tank that we saw at the entrance to the valley. TX-130S, I believe. And they also have the same little outposts here and here, each one armed with a single machine gun, and 3 barricades right here, each one armed with 3 clones. And as one of these clones said, there's nothing deadlier than a clone behind the trigger. So, let's get this battle started. Alrighty, here we are. You can hear the tank. And there it is. It's glorious. Now we wait in solemn silence as the clones report to their positions. We wait. And we wait. As the droids draw closer, on the right side of the pond, and on the left side more droids, we wait. And there's the first shots. We're gonna have to slow it down. Let's get it. There you go, we'll put it at 2. And there's the tank. Now this style of tank is what made the difference in the last battle. Because when they lost this tank, they lost the battle. So, I'm thinking if they can keep this tank alive, they have a shot at keeping the valley from falling into the hands of the repurposed scrap metal, the droids. And would you look at that, they're deploying the garrison. I don't know why, but I like saying that. It sounds so cool. Alright. So far we haven't lost any clones. Well, barely any, I should say. We probably lost those. Yeah, we lost 2 at the front. But that tank is just peppering the Separatists and keeping them behind this line. Look at it. But the Separatists, these droids aren't programmed to understand fear, so they're just advancing with blind, I don't know, blind something. There's a good poetic word for it. I know there is, I just can't think of it. Now we're gonna have to slow it down real slow. As the firing keeps coming in and those lasers are just lighting up the place like fireworks. Look at that, they're making like a little meat shield around the tank. Look at it. It's weird. Oh, there's a bazooka shot. Oh. So if they can keep this tank alive, which is what they're doing, and they're doing a good job of it, then I have a feeling this battle will go heavily in their favor. Because if they can hold the amount of droids that are coming, what? I mean, just look at it on the map. All of these eyes are droids. and there's a lot of them. Not many clones here. So this tank is viewed as the backbone of the garrison. Alright, let's kick it up a notch. Let's get it to 2. Alright. And the sirens aren't going off. The sound that it makes when it's lost its shields is not going off, which is good. Because when it loses its shields, that's when it's the most vulnerable. And we don't want that now, do we? We want the clones to kick some metal butt. These rocks are getting peppered. But so are the separatists. I mean, look at them. That tank has done a number on, well, their numbers. And when there's a lot of clones here actually. And they're starting to maybe push up. Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. They're pushing up. Alright, let's get this on normal game speed. Yeah, they're pushing up. Because they're pushing those droids back. Like, it's crazy how far they've been pushed back. To think they were starting to breach this, like this little, where this tree here, they were starting to breach over here, and then that tank just made them think twice. Let's see, are there any, like, farther back? Like, let's check the map. Oh, there's a lot on this right side over here. Trying to take cover behind this memorial. I mean, they're taking a lot of heavy fire. You know, trying to get the high ground on them. Trying to get, you know, the high ground on the clones. As the clones are advancing. A lot of the clones are advancing. Which is kind of smart. You know, push the enemy back. But this would have been a different story, I can tell you that right now, if the Separatists had been able to have their own tank or two. This would have been a different story. But I'm glad this turned out the way it did. Because who doesn't love a clone victory? I mean, besides the Separatists. I think the last remaining bit of the droid army is right over here. Falling further and further back. Up into the rocks. Almost to where they came from. This is going to be one interesting thing to look at the bodies after the battle's over. And then just think about if the tank wasn't stationed and it moved around. I mean, it would have been even worse for the droid army. Many of the clones are pushing up. I will admit they've lost a few. See this left flank's engaging some remaining separatists over here. The ones that have survived the tank's wrath. And not many have. Well, while they're duking it out, let's see how the clones held up against them. So any yellow bodies you see are going to be clones, and the red are going to be separatists. Okay, so they're losing. Wow, the clones actually didn't lose as many as I thought they did. But they're pushing up. But the separatists, however, oh man, they've lost a lot. Just look at it. And there's still some separatists still alive. How many of them are there? Oh, sorry. If we go to red, there's quite a few actually. Over here in this corner too. It's like they're regrouping as they're taking on this right flank of clones. I love this sort of back and forth as they try and take back the memorial. Oh! Holy smokes. How? What? Do the clones have flying tanks now? Please tell me I'm not the only one that saw that. It just popped up right there. I guess it's having a tough time traversing the terrain. So I guess it's not stationary. But hey, it's doing its best to guard against the Separatists. But in the end, I'm not going to complain. I mean, look at how far they're pushing them back. They are cornering them. All because that tank could move. It's astonishing. I think it's safe to say that the clones have won this one. I mean, just look at it. The clones have definitely won this one. Okay. On that note, we're going to look over the bodies one more time, and then... Alright, let's see here. That's right. Yellow is clones, red is separatist. Let me look at it. They lost a few clones in their advance, but not as many as I thought they would have. They lost a few up there. You can see they're knocking out those droids who are trying to run away. No retreats for droids today. So yeah, the clones won this one. Well done. They defended the Valley of Honor with, well, honor. And let's check up on the memorial, see how it's doing. Not too damaged. That's good. That's good. Alrighty then, on this note, I think that'll do it for today. As the tanks and the clones, as the tank and the clones are finishing off the last of the Separatist forces. I hope y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all shortly.